Next weather is in your neighborhood, bringing the beach to the valley.
That's right. We're at one of the largest public pools in America. The Hansen Dam Aquatic Center in Lakeview Terrace has a massive 1.5-acre pool.
And meteorologist Evelyn Taft is there live to show us all the fun, plus your next weather. And Ev, it's heating up this week. And, you know, we wouldn't be disappointed if you jumped in the pool.
I mean, neither would I, Amy and Juan. I really should have thought this out better. I was like, maybe I should bring a swimsuit maybe for like after my live shot or during, right? I would certainly not be disappointed, and neither would any of you, because take a look at this amazing pool here. I mean, unbelievable. This fits 3,500 people. 3,500 people. So technically, that could be and might just be the biggest pool in the nation. That's right here in our backyard. And here's the deal. At the coast, we're looking at high surf advisory. So if you can't get to the coast, just get to the pool. I mean, it's even better. And the heat is on out here. In fact, we're continuing to see very warm numbers across all of Southern California. Let's get right to your forecast, and you will see in the next few hours right here in San Fernando, we're in the 90s, and let me tell you, we can feel it. I wish I wasn't there, but I'm right here, and I'll tell you, 92 degrees once we head into the 5 p.m. hour. And then highs tomorrow across all of Southern California, 70s at the coast, 80s in the basin, triple digits in the valleys, upper 90s in the IE, triple digits in the high desert, and 80s in the mountains. And yes, we are under heat advisories across pretty much all of Southern California, with the exception of the immediate coastline. So again, if you're not at the immediate coastline, you should head out here to the nation's largest pool at the Hansen Dam Aquatic Center here in Lakeview Terrace. We're going to walk you through the rest of this property coming up in just a little bit. And we're going to talk to a very special lifeguard here as well. But for now, Amy, Juan, back to you.
Wow, a pool
in the cool,
with,
cool studio.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
can feel it right now.
A pool with a beach vibe. So. Have a great place to cool off because it's only getting hotter this week.
I mean, it's only getting hotter. And let me tell you, when you're on concrete, it gets even hotter, about 10 to even 20 degrees hotter sometimes, just because the sun is literally hitting the concrete and coming right back up at us. The shortwave radiation comes in, the long wave radiation comes out. But you know what? Forget all of that, because I do want to just tell you, it is downright hot out here. We are technically in a heat wave, and we're getting closer and closer, inching closer and closer to that pool, because I mean, it is very appealing right now, let me tell you. And this is technically one of the largest pools in the nation. We're going to be talking to somebody very special coming up in just a minute, and I'm going to give you a little more intel on this pool, which I had no idea was even here. So it's unbelievable. It's been here since 1999. All right, let's get to your forecast first and foremost before we tell you a little more about the Hansen Dam Aquatic Center right here behind me in Lakeview Terrace. And right here behind me, well, you'll see people trying to cool off because temperatures are in the 90s right now. We're going to see a gradual warming trend, but it is a heat wave. We are looking at consecutive days of above average numbers. At the coast, where you might also want to go to cool down, we're looking at a high surf advisory, and it will continue to get hotter by midweek. So either to the coast, where again, we're looking at high surf, so this might be a better bet. And this heat, it's really here to stay for quite a while. We've got heat advisories through Wednesday, technically speaking. We've got temperatures in the coastal valleys between the mid-80s and the 90s, and inland 90s and triple digits. We've got an extreme heat warning now lasting Wednesday through next Monday. So your futurecast showing you limited cloud cover, a little bit of fog at the immediate coastline. We saw it today at our coastline along the Santa Monica Bay into Malibu. We saw a little bit of fog, but it burned off beautifully by the afternoon. It mixed out nicely, and your futurecast is showing a very similar forecast pattern as we head into tomorrow. As we take a look at the rest of your forecast right here, I will tell you that we're continuing to see that heat stay with us. Tomorrow, the numbers looking like this, and tonight as well. They're bottoming out in the 60s, upper 60s. So very mild in the overnight hours. And in the afternoon hours, we are up to the 70s, 80s, but mostly the 90s. 97 Riverside, 94 Chino, and 96 in Hemet, 77 in Laguna Beach. So a little cooler at the coast, and of course, cooler in the water. So we're warm for now. In fact, downright hot. High pressure continues to build across all of Southern California over the coming days. And then we are expecting temperatures to continue to cool a touch, but not until later next week. The heat, like we said, is really here to stay through the first part of next week. Yep, that's through next Monday. You're going to see 80s and 90s, only getting warmer. For the basin in Orange County, you'll see just that. As we take a look at one more next weather 7-day forecast right here for the valleys, you'll see triple digits every single day this week. And finally, for the Inland Empire, you'll see numbers mostly in the triple digits as well. Upper 90s for tomorrow, even warmer by Wednesday when those excessive heat warnings kick in, and continuing to heat up in just a little bit. I do want to talk to our friend Edwin, who manages the Aquatic Center here. Really some unbelievable factoids. First and foremost, this pool could fit 3,500 people, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. 3,500 people, making it the biggest municipal pool in the country. It's huge. It's right here in the city of LA.
Unbelievable. And Edwin told me that he would buy me lunch if I could find a bigger pool than this anywhere in the nation. So I'm holding you to that. And not only is this the biggest pool, but also it holds how many trillion gallons of water?
1.5 million gallons of water. That is a lot of water.
Not trillion, but million. It's still pretty impressive, right? Unbelievable. So again, we are looking at one of the largest swimming pools in the nation on one of the hottest days of the year. Could not be a better place to be here in Southern California. We're going to walk you through a few more things around here and, of course, talk more about this heat. But right now, I'll send it back to you, Juan and Amy, in the studio.
Wow, water slides and everything, too.
Yes.
I'm all in for that.
And Ev is
Sounds
closer
really
to the pool, and maybe next time she'll have her feet in the pool.
Yep,
I don't know.
I think
We'll
she
see.
will.
Ev, you're tracking another round of some hot weather.
That's exactly right. A heat wave hitting Southern California, and it's only getting warmer gradually day after day. In fact, this is just the beginning of a pretty long-term heat wave. So if you're going to be anywhere, the nation's largest pool might be the place to be. If you're not going to be in the pool, which we are not currently in the pool, you should be in the shade. In fact, beautiful in the shade. And I found a couple friends here who recently discovered this amazing pool. I've got Lily and James and Mom with me here. What is your favorite part about this?
My favorite part is that it's like actually like sand going into the water.
Like it almost feels like the beach. And then I think I heard ice cream.
And I think I like ice cream.
I think I like ice cream too. And Mom, what about you? You recently discovered this.
I don't know, just the obstacle course, the slide. She swam for the first time like 15 meters without touching the ground last time, so that was really cool.
That is unbelievable, and I cannot believe that I'm just discovering this place. So I will be bringing my kids here 100%. So I'm sure I will see all of you here, and we'll be eating some ice cream and swimming. And the cool thing about the pool is it's very sort of shallow when you first come in. Then it gets up to about 5 feet in the middle, 4.5, 5 feet. So it doesn't get too deep, but really perfect for all the kiddos. And of course, perfect on an extremely hot day like today. And I will tell you, it's only getting hotter. So here we are in the 90s, and we're going to continue to gradually warm up as we head into the next few days. And the heat really starts to peak as we move into Wednesday and Thursday. It gets hotter day by day. And the heat is here to stay. So it's not just a couple days. This is a heat wave. We're looking at several days, almost a week of above average numbers. We are under a heat advisory across Southern California with temperatures in the 80s, 90s in the coastal valleys and inland 90s and triple digits. So pretty much everybody faced with the heat. The exception is the coast, but even then, it's still pretty warm along the coast. And I do want to tell you, we've got high surf advisories along the coast, so you want to stay out of the water if you can. So if you're not going to be in the water at the beach, this is the place to be. So we've got an extreme heat watch now going into effect Wednesday, lasting through Monday of next week. And we will have a look at your extended forecast coming up in a little bit because, again, the heat is here to stay, and it's really going to remain with us all week into the weekend, into early next week. So we really have to hunker down, think of a game plan, how you can stay cool over the coming days. And again, of course, the nation's largest pool, well, that's really not a bad idea. The Hansen Dam Aquatic Center is really unbelievable. And Juan and Amy, I have to be really honest with you guys. I've been out here so many times.
Yeah.
I used to take my kids just around the corner to Discovery Cube. It's literally right there. And I had no idea this was even here. No idea. And I've been here, again, so many times. So it's really a relatively sort of undiscovered thing here for us parents, and very exciting to be out here. I'll send it back to you, Juan, Amy, in the studio, and come cool off with me.
Yep. Now you're letting everyone know what a
I
great
know.
place it is to be. Okay, thanks, Evelyn.
I think it's going to be
Letting
crowded
everyone in on the
tomorrow.
secret. Yeah.
Meteorologist Evelyn Taft is at the Hansen Dam Aquatic Center at one of the largest public pools in the country. It looks so nice out there, Ev.
It is stunning out here. It would be nicer if I was in the water, which I'm giving it a little test run right now, and it's literally perfect. Ladies, it's perfect. It's not too hot. It's not too cool in there. It's hot out here, that's for sure. In fact, temperatures in the 90s right now here in Lakeview Terrace, and really it's staying that hot pretty much all week long. We're just getting started with this heat. It's a gradual warm up over the coming days, and then eventually that heat will peak as we head toward the end of the week, the weekend, and it stays with us through the beginning of next week. So let's take a closer look at your forecast right here, and I will tell you again, 90s this evening, certainly not feeling those evening numbers at all here in Southern California. San Fernando will be at 90 by 6 p.m. By 7 p.m., we're going to be at 87, and by 8 p.m., in the 80s. It's a warm night. I do personally love warm nights, but hot days are tough if you're not actually in the water. Here's the thing, this is going to be a great place to go because, look, the coast will be in the 70s tomorrow, and that seems appealing, but we are looking at high surf at the immediate coastline. For the basin in Orange County, we're in the upper 80s, the valleys in the triple digits, the IE in the 90s, and heat advisories with us, no surprise, as we move through the next couple days, really through Wednesday. We're looking at temperatures in the 90s for the coastal valleys, inland valleys 90s and triple digits, and we are looking at excessive heat watches that will kick in after that and last through next week. That's right, the heat is not going anywhere. In fact, only getting hotter by Wednesday and by Thursday of this week, and more heating to go after that. Not only hot, but humid. We're feeling that out here as well. For now, we're gonna put a little toe in the water and cool off, and I'll send it back to you in the studio, Pat and Rudabay.
Wish we were there.
Yes, Evelyn, thank you.
That's the way to beat the heat, Pat and Rudabay. Pat and I just chatted. She's like, you don't look hot. I'm like, Pat, trust me, I'm so hot out here. I'm ready to jump in that water. That is for sure. In fact, maybe our friends Jenny and Katie might be jumping in. You guys came here all the way from Pasadena. How did you hear about this?
We heard it on TikTok. So
Yes, it seems really fun and very cheap.
very cheap, yes.
I mean, literally, it's like a couple bucks.
Yeah, like $4. It's not bad. Like just for this, like really fun. Yeah.
As my producer Roxy said, it costs more to park at the beach than it does to just come here.
Yes, exactly. Yes, because like at the beach is more like expensive, and right here like you have a whole pool to yourself. Like you know,
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You get the beach, you get the sand, you get the water, you get the warm weather. It's perfect. And I got here and I was like, this is literally going to go viral. This place, like, I did not know about this. And I've been around the corner so many times. So I'm like, this place is going to go viral. It's the biggest pool in the country.
Yes, it's really crazy, and it's like really like you know, it's refreshing. It's cool. It's the best thing.
It's the best thing. So I guess we kind of got to keep it a secret a little bit, you know, for locals to come out here. But honestly, it is the best kept secret in LA. Like I said, have been around here, just around the corner so many times, countless times, and had no idea that this was around the corner. And it's been here since 1999, the largest municipal pool in the country, which is pretty unbelievable. So let's get a look at your forecast. While we're standing out here, I'll tell you again, maybe doesn't look it, but you can feel it. It is in the 90s out here. It's going to continue to stay in the 90s. We're looking at a gradual warming trend ahead. In fact, we've got excessive heat watches on our hands, and we have heat advisories coming into the forecast as well as we move through the next couple of days. So the heat stays with us through Wednesday, and then we turn it up a few notches. Wednesday through Monday of next week, we've got an extreme heat watch. So it's only getting hotter. That means that we have extreme heat imminent, and it is currently already with us. So as we get a look at your futurecast right here, cloud cover is not going to be a big part of the equation. Right now we are looking at some high clouds, and that's because there's a little bit of tropical moisture and humidity that's been floating in, and that's made the heat risk a lot higher just because we've had humidity mixed in with the heat. Makes the heat index again higher, and it really makes conditions a lot more uncomfortable. So temperatures tonight, they'll be in the 60s. It's a nice night out there. It'll be quite warm for a while. In fact, you could expect to see 80s in the valleys as we move through the night, and then eventually falling to the 70s and 60s. And by tomorrow afternoon, we're up to the 70s, 80s, and the 90s, even the triple digits. So you'll see 101 in Lancaster, 101 Palmdale. Oh, that breeze feels so good. We'll see a little bit of that, but not a lot of that as we head to the next few days. High pressure continues to build across Southern California, and that's what's going to warm us up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, into the weekend and into early next week as well. And the next 7 days looking a little bit like this, 80s and 90s. Again, the heat stays with us through at least Monday of next week. And it really starts to amp up Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with triple digits every single day. So my friends Jenny and Katie, you guys got it right all the way here from Pasadena because they saw it on TikTok. I knew it. It's that good. Back to you.
Hey, Ev.
Hey, all right. I am fully in the spirit now. I might not be coming down the slide, but I am ready for some rescues. That is right. So I'm here with Edwin, who manages this entire facility and the lifeguards. We've got 12 lifeguards just on duty today, but tell me more about your junior lifeguard program and, of course, the lifeguards here.
Yeah, so here at Hansen Aquatic Center, Junior Lifeguard Program is one of the fee programs that we offer. But throughout the city, we have over 50 swimming pools in the city of LA, Department of Recreation and Parks. So you'll find a pool close to your house. From Silmar to San Pedro, East LA, West LA, downtown LA, you'll have one near your house. Take a swim lesson, be water safe. We're surrounded by water, so we want to make sure that everybody's safe around the water. So, and it doesn't matter if you don't come to any of our pools, wherever you go, always swim near a lifeguard. Check with a lifeguard to make sure you're safe.
Super important, and especially when it's hot out and we are heading out to the pools and we are heading out to the beaches here in Southern California. So let's get a look at your forecast, and as we do, let's take a look at all of the numbers, and you'll see right here in your next weather headlines that we are expecting temperatures to continue to warm, a gradual warming trend on our hands, a high surf advisory. It will be getting hotter by the middle of the week and continuing to heat up through the end of the week, and the heat is really here to stay through the middle of next week. As we take a look at the rest of your forecast right here, you will see we've got heat advisories in store across all of Southern California, with the exception of the immediate coastline, and we've got extreme heat watches kicking in Wednesday, lasting through Monday. So again, we are looking at quite an extended period of heat with 90s, triple digits, even getting up to numbers like 105. And looking at a little bit of high cloud cover, and that's tropical moisture that's been streaming in. So it's also bringing in some humidity in the forecast. Fog at the immediate coastline. We did see it this morning, but it did clear out quite quickly, quite nicely. And as we take a look at all of the numbers tonight, we're mild. We're in the 60s and 70s. And by tomorrow, we're expecting numbers in the 70s, 80s, 90s, triple digits. So really, I think this might actually be the best place to be in Southern California. Such a hidden gem. I am still sort of getting over the fact that this has been here since 1999 and living and working in Southern California as long as I have, not knowing that this was literally around the corner from a place I used to take my kids all the time. You'll see temperatures over the next few days in the 80s and 90s. So come on out as we check in with the valleys, where again, we're currently in the 90s in the San Fernando Valley right now. Tomorrow, triple digits, and staying that way for the next 7 days. For the IE, triple digits and 90s, a mix of both, but mostly triple digits. And for the deserts, mountains, and beaches, temperatures heating up, a little cooler at the coast, but we do have a high surf advisory there. Be mindful of that. So again, if you want to swim, if you want a little beach in your life and no high surf, well, this is the place to be. And I won't be here to save you, but somebody else will be. So that's the good news. Pat, Ruta Bay, back to you in the studio.
Well, we're not left hanging. We know there will be somebody to the rescue.
You got someone to cover
Nope,
for you.
You're not.
Thank
12 lifeguards on duty as we speak. Yeah.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Minus myself.